What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with my Raw reaction for the April 6th, 2015 episode. Remember, this is just a reaction to the major things that happened on Raw. I don't want to hear, Grim, you forgot about this, you forgot about that, because I'm not talking about everything. I'm just talking about the important stuff that happened on Raw. Here is my Raw reaction to the Raw after WrestleMania. What the hell? What happened? Welcome, everyone, to Mediocre Night Raw. It was just mediocre. I'm not going to sit here and say that Raw sucked. A lot of people are coming out and they're like, ooh, this was without a doubt the worst Raw ever. Now, it was still a decent episode. It's just not much happened. You know, nothing super exciting. They didn't light our assholes on fire. I like to see assholes get lit on fire on Raw, but they didn't do it. And you know what happens when they put on a mediocre episode? People are pissed. And like I said, granted, not a great episode of Raw, not by any stretch of the imagination, but we were treated to some awesome shit. I got to see Seth Rollins versus Neville. Neville is awesome. Seth Rollins is awesome. This is like an internet fan's wet dream. We're like, Neville versus Rollins. It was a good-ass match. And then people are like, no, Neville is a jobber. He lost to Rollins. Rollins is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. When you wrestle the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, that makes you a main eventer, not a jobber. A lot of people lose to the champ. That's why he's the champ. And speaking of champ, guess who's not going to be the champ anytime soon? Apparently, Roman Reigns' coronation has been canceled. You want to know why? Because now we have Randy Orton going into the main event against Rollins at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But how did that happen? There was a triple threat match in the middle of the program, not as the main event, where Randy Orton fought Roman Reigns and Ryback. And Randy Orton won the right to face Rollins at the pay-per-view. And the only reason Ryback was in the match was to do the job. And everybody's like, Neville's a jobber. I'm like, no, poor Ryback is the jobber. Feed him more pinfalls. Fail. No, Grim, Ryback is not a jobber. He beat Luke Harper earlier in the show. Yeah, in like 2 minutes. And who gives a shit anyway? What are they doing with Luke Harper? There's another talented guy that I could give a fuck about right now because they don't do anything with him. Not because I don't like him. Not because he's not talented. It's because they're not doing anything with him. Put him back with the damn Wyatt family. That's when they were awesome. And then what happens? The Big Show faces Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns has to compete in that triple threat match. And it's like, how many fucking times are you going to show us Roman Reigns versus the Big Show? Nobody cares about this big overstuffed Stay Puft Marshmallow Man motherfucker going up against Roman Reigns for the 45th time on Raw. And then, the Big Show has the audacity to pretend he's Brock Lesnar. No selling Superman punches from Roman Reigns? Way to make Roman look strong, you fat fucking fail whale. And you know what I decided that I hate? Roman Reigns' new ring attire. You see with the Roman Reigns logo right here? Looks like he's wearing a pair of toddler pajamas. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, Shay? Get some real ring attire, please. I mean, the laser tag vest was somewhat decent. The SWAT team gear was cool when you were with the Shield. But please lose the toddler pajamas. It's not making you look strong. Let the hate flow through you. Yes, New Day. Let the hate flow through you. Everybody's like, did the New Day turn heel? Are they bad guys now? I don't know, but they're letting the hate flow through them. I think WWE's embracing the fact that everybody hates them. Why does everybody hate the New Day piss break? I don't know. You know, it could have been a solid gold moment of Monday Night Raw, but they botched it with bad booking. Damien Mizdow versus The Miz. Here is a match that they could have had on a fucking pay-per-view, and they probably will have on a pay-per-view, based on what happened in the match. Because The Miz defeats Mizdow. What the fuck? Why is the WWE so afraid to let their top stars lose to the up-and-coming guys? It makes no fucking sense! Unless the feud is going to continue. And if the feud is going to continue, then Mizdow will get his victory, probably at the Extreme Rules. Makes sense to me, therefore it won't happen! And here's something super shocking, almost an afterthought, is John Cena. John Cena, United States champ, issues another one of his John Cena Hackets United States title open challenges. And who accepts but the human hemorrhoid Stardust? This guy looks like a bloody black hemorrhoid hanging off your asshole. He comes out and he's like, what the fuck are you thrusting for, you weirdo? And guess what happened? John Cena got the win! That, like, almost never happens. I can't believe John Cena finally won a match. I mean, that was something to see. And then, Sheamus beat Mark Henry, and then there was a Divas match, but I had to pee. And overall, I didn't think Raw was awful. It was just mediocre. It was like, people were pissed. What are you gonna do? What did you guys think of Raw? Let me know in the comments below, and I appreciate you watching my Raw reaction. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Grim